Hi, everyone. I thought I would share with you one of my 2025 planning system that is secured. Um, this is a new A5 plotter. As some of you guys may know, I actually picked this up when I was at the San Francisco Pen Show, and I never thought I would pick up an A5. I've actually sold all my A5 binders, and the size is too big, especially when the rings are between 25 to 30 mm. They're just too big. I just really don't have that much stuff to put in my A5. But what am I doing with an A5 now? Um, I do like the plotter, as you guys know. I like the fact that the plotter one is really small. The rings are really small. And I wanted to have something that is just for my shop. And one of my big things for 2025 is that I really want to map out what I want for my shop in terms of growth, events that I want to participate in, just to be a little bit more organized. I feel like I've scaled my business significantly this year, 2024, and there was definitely some structure put in place, and I want to continue that. And there is pounding going on. I hope you guys can't hear it because they're somehow doing construction upstairs without notifying the tenants, and it's kind of annoying. But anyway, so I did pick up this A5, and I wanted to kind of share with you what my intent my intention, sorry, I'm trying to find the right word. My intentions are for this particular planner. I have always been a one planner person, and I never kind of separate work and personal, or um, my business and personal. And it's always been all in one, and I find it just becomes very cluttered. And this is a very fluid planner, just to put it that way. So I'm going to share with you what I want to do. One of the big goals in 2025 really is to scale my business, and I've done so far quite successfully. And if I put a couple more plans in place, I really believe I could actually scale it even more. So I don't need a new planner for it, but I wanted a new planner. Just put it that way. So I figured this A5 was a really good one to start off with. So this is the camel one that I got from Plotter. Like I mentioned earlier, I liked it because it is a much smaller range, so it can really work like a portable notebook than anything else. Um, this book band is actually from Knox. I actually got this from Amazon Japan. I like this because I just like the color, and I think this looks really cute together. This is a patch from the Superior Labor. I have every intention of actually getting an E6000 and just gluing this here to the front. I've been loving patches lately. I don't want to send this planner in to actually get this stitched. So I've had pretty good success gluing patches on my Travelers Company leather covers. So I am going to glue this with the E6000. So this is a work planner or my shop planner per se. So I just want to preface that. So it's not going to have any like my to-do list of that type of sort. It's really more like a marketing calendar, a marketing and sales calendar. So I printed out some inserts, and these are from Crefective Paper. I really enjoy a couple of Jade's inserts. I'm more of a fan of her monthlies and a couple of these like future logs and overviews. So I printed these out, and I printed these out in a the MD cotton paper that I just bought in a notepad, and I ripped them up, and then I just put them through my printer, and I just print them out. So this is the future log, and I'm just going to go through this just to share with you how I actually intend to use these inserts. And I am going to go in and then fill these out as planned. I know we're really far ahead in time. It's like September, but I like to get those done. So for the future log, um, you have the full calendar here. So there's a lot of things that happens with my business. I like to look at what I did previous year, and then I like to look at what I'm doing current year. So for 2025, this bottom half here, what I will have is what I did that month, what my revenue was the month of January 2024. Like, one of my goals for my business is to improve conversion rate, improve average price in a checkout price, um, my gross sales, number of sales per month. I would write all those stats down here for 2024. And then for 2025, as the month goes, I will have all those stats here on the top. So I can actually compare and see, okay, I did say 2,000 orders in January 2024, and I did 3,000 orders in 2025. Yes, I have 1,000 more orders, but the revenue may not be the same, or the growth is very not, well, it kind of equals. Then I kind of need to know where I kind of could improve on. So this is where my future log is going to be. It's a comparison between my 2024 and my 2025. So you obviously have this for the full year. And this other one kind of looks like the Hobonichi overview. So this I'm going to use as a social media tracker. So on this side here, I'm going to write YouTube, Instagram Reels, Instagram posts, my TikTok, and then I also have email marketing, which I'm going to put right here. It's not technically social media, but I also like to track how often I send out emails, whether it needs to increase or decrease. And then my posting on YouTube, my goal right now is doing one video a week. So I want to make sure that I would get at least 4 videos. If there's 5, it's bonus, great. And then obviously my Instagram Reels and TikTok. So this is just a tracker as to what I would post in social media. I just printed um, two of these as well as 2 of the future log, because while I was printing, I figured why not? I'll just print 2 sets just in case I messed up one. I have already printed another one. Nothing is more annoying than actually you've printed one set and you're good to go, and then next minute you realize that you wrote the wrong thing. And I always use pens, so you just can't really go back and redo it all. So I just printed 2 sets. The other one that I have here is monthlies. Again, it's from Crefective. So this is actually going to act as my marketing calendar. So if you actually work in the corporate world before, there's always some form of marketing calendar. So the marketing calendar basically allows you to see a big picture of your business and what you plan on releasing, what you need to market, when you send out emails, all that fun stuff. So from my corporate experience, I decided to implement that with my small business. And I am going to see with using this I am going to obviously log all the holidays. So example, January 1st is New Year's Day. I am going to send out an email. For example, I'm going to send out an email to all my subscribers that Happy New Year, blah blah blah. And then say, I think the 13th of January is a public holiday here. I think it's President's Day. And then like Valentine's Day, and then no, that's Martin Luther King Day is the 13th, and then this weekend, the 17th is President's Day. So writing down all the federal holidays, it's also very useful for me because I do rely so much on the post office. So it also gives me an idea as to when the post office would close. I know there's just basic information, but then I need to also know what is going to happen in January. So I did X amount of dollars in January in 2024. What do I have to do in January for me to match that revenue? So I would look back and plan my January. Do I need to do a release every week? What do I need to release? How do I market these? So I am going to actually have to write this down, and what email needs to send out. On Sunday, I'm going to post my YouTube. What topic is it going to be? When do I list out my blog posts? All that sort of fun stuff. So basically, this is going to be my marketing calendar. Example is one of my high revenue months was August. August was my birthday month in 2024. So the shop actually had a birthday sale. And it was also, I was at the San Francisco Pen Show and I was vending. So August was a much bigger month for me in 2024 than it was in 2023. So it's also very important for me to look at this and go, oh, this was the month. I could write here that in 2023 I did San Francisco Pen Show. If I were to do it again, I need to match that. Um, I did my birthday sale. This was my birthday day. So I need to know when it's going to be for my birthday sale and when I'm going to anniversary and do my birthday sale. So little things like that. And also, another big month is November. Obviously, it's Black Friday. This is Thanksgiving is the 20th, I believe. And then I always do my Black Friday the week before the actual Black Friday because I like to actually get things out and enjoy my holidays. So it's usually the week before. So it would be the week of either the 14th or something like that. So I would have my stats here and then I would know exactly when I need to start planning it. So I always plan backwards. So if I say the 14th of November is when I'm going to do my shop Black Friday, then I plan it backwards as in 4 to 5 weeks out. So all the freebies that I need to manufacture, all that sort of fun stuff. Then that means that it needs to arrive here by October 1st. And if it takes 2 weeks for production, then I'm going to count 2 weeks from October 1st and 2 weeks into it. So that means that I need to send in my design work no later than the 15th or even the 14th of September. That's basically how I'm planned my shop calendar. I hope that makes sense. I kind of go backwards. So if this is a sale date and I need to have my freebie planned, it needs to arrive here October 1st. I first decide what freebie I need to do, and then I plan backwards. I always give buffer for things that I have manufactured because it is overseas and they are just as busy as us for this time of the year. So if I can again have it done sooner and then I'll just have it stored. Anyway, so that is basically what I plan on using my monthly calendar for. Here is a page lifter, and then the rest here are just A5 MD cotton paper, and you can see that I've actually punched this differently because I punched it wrong. So I didn't want to throw it out because it's really nice paper. And since I am really using these as notes, ideas, that type of stuff, so it really doesn't bother me. So I'm gonna write down stuff, things here, example like Black Friday acrylic charm. I'm gonna make 190 of them as freebies. How many magnets I need to make? I was testing a pen here, so this is what I plan on using this. So it could also be YouTube ideas, real ideas, things that I'm having a conversation with a friend and they made a suggestion. Instead of me pulling out my planner that I could change one day from using a Weeks to an A6 to a B6, and then I will lose all that information, I will have it all in this particular one. And then it can go back I can go back and reference it even the next year. So a lot of this information could just be transferred over. Um, so there's a ton of this A5 MD cotton paper that I just punched. But I did want to share, if you are interested in the plotter, which I highly recommend. I love this planner so much because I love it so much that I bought a narrow for my personal use. I would suggest you to get a smaller hole punch. Like this hole punch here, if you can see, is a teeny tiny little hole versus a regular Rasco 6-hole punch. The reason being is that this hole punch is not as deep into the paper as our regular inserts punch, so that when you actually flip, you don't actually have to trim the inside of the paper, which a lot of if you watch some other videos on YouTube, they will tell you, oh, all you have to do is trim a little bit on the inside so it will flip nicely without it like pulling. Um, but I will say, if you get this hole punch, which is the 4mm organizer, and I don't know the name of this brand, but you can tell I have used a good amount of it, and it works really well with the plotter. So if you have planning on printing your own inserts, using your favorite inserts in your plotter, then I highly recommend you investing in this hole punch. So this is my Plotter A5. This is the only planner that I have in 2025 that I am very confident is staying. I have joined the mess of going a bit overboard for 2025, which I started the year going, I am not going to do so. So I went and did it. I had committed to an A6 size for my everyday planning. Initially, I've committed it to an A6 Hobonichi. I may change my mind, so stay tuned on that one. I did receive part of my Hobonichi order. I ordered from 3 different places. We all know the debacle with Hobonichi, which again, it's really not a debacle. It really is just this pressure of getting everything, the fear of selling out. It's not even a FOMO. It's not missing out. It's the fear of selling out. So, um, I did order from Nico Neko, part of my Hobonichi request, I would say. I did order from Jet Pens, which is the other part of my other Hobonichi ones. There was a group order, but most of this is actually mine, which I kind of regret. But I did also order from Hobonichi Japan site the following day, which was September 1st on Saturday, US time. The site was fixed, so you were able to order. So I am waiting for that order to arrive, and then I will do a Hobonichi haul, and then hopefully by then I will give you a clear indication as to what is staying or going. But right now, this is definitely staying. I am so excited to use this. I am so excited to actually go back and write down all my 2024 numbers here, my 2024 activities, all that sort of fun stuff here for me to actually see what I can do in 2025. I can't wait to use this one. Um, my personal planning is a bit of a mess, but I am so glad to be able to share that in 2025, I am definitely using an A5 plotter for my business. So um, that is confirmed. Anyway, I will leave the video as is. I will probably show a flip of this when I actually have start writing stuff in. I should really start actually putting some of the stuff, the information that I want in here. Then I'll share with you before it gets too confidential. But I can't wait to make my next video. And hopefully by then we'll have everything secured. It is September. That means we still have time to kind of decide. We're not really, required to commit to anything yet. So, but this I am committed. And hopefully next time you see me, this would be nicely glued to the front of my A5 plotter that I love so much. Until next time, I will talk to you soon and happy planning.